Unlock the secret to perfectly exposed and sharp photos on your Nikon Z50 with this quick guide to the AFL button. Let's dive straight into understanding this powerful, but often overlooked button, the AFL button. Typically located on the back of your Nikon Z50, is your key to separating exposure and focus control, giving you much more creative freedom. First, let's talk about aperture priority mode, or a mode when you half-press the shutter button. Your camera sets both aperture and shutter speed for a correct exposure, but what if your subject is lit differently than the background? This is where AL, or auto exposure lock, comes in. With your camera in aperture priority mode, aim at your desired subject now. Press and hold the AFL button. You'll see an asterisk symbol appear on your screen, indicating that your exposure is now locked. You can now recompose your shot, and the exposure will remain locked to that initial reading, ensuring your subject is perfectly exposed, no matter what's behind them. This is a lifesaver in tricky lighting situations like backlit subjects or scenes with wide dynamic range. Now, for the AFL part, autofocus lock. Many of us are used to half-pressing the shutter to focus, but what if your subject is moving, or you want to focus on a specific point and then shift your composition, while your camera defaults to continuously adjusting focus when you half-press the shutter? You can change this behavior in your camera's settings to assign the AFL function to the AFL button. To do this, navigate to the Custom Settings menu, find the Assign AFL button option, and select AF Lock. Once set, you can half-press the shutter button to achieve focus on your subject, then press and hold the AFL button. Now, your focus is locked, and you can freely move your camera to frame your shot without the focus shifting. This is invaluable for portraits where you want to keep focus on the eyes, or for any situation where you need precise control over both your exposure and your focal point. Practice using the AFL button for both exposure and focus lock, and you'll quickly see a dramatic improvement in the sharpness and exposure consistency of your images, especially in challenging lighting. Go out there and experiment.